So every time I do one of these Q&A videos, someone complains and says, Taylor, we appreciate how you spend so much time on each question and topic and answering them and hashing through the possible solutions and going on tangential little worthless trails and trying to entertain us, but could you please move a little bit fucking faster because I want to see you get through some more questions. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try and move a little bit faster, but hopefully the people who made those complaints aren't frustrated right now by the fact that I've already spent almost 30 seconds explaining what I'm about to do. You know, it seems kind of counterintuitive. So I'm going to try and blast through these. Hopefully if your question gets answered, you'll appreciate it. And if not, sorry man, sucks to suck. Brady Beckers, Halloween costumes for cats. If you're making a Halloween costume for your cat, you should probably go get a job, or Jesus Christ, like what are you doing, man? What are you doing with your life? Did you just take a step back for a moment? Next time you find yourself strapping a costume onto your cat, just let go of the cat and just take a step back. Yeah, that's right. The cat ran away. The cat didn't want to be in a fucking costume. How about you let it run away? Okay, you just don't put costumes on your cats to fulfill some weird, hole in your own life. That's a strange thing for you to do. You're sick. Zombie 2. Talk about the advantages of small tits. When they get older, they're not going to sag as much. They can look better in swimsuits and things. I don't really know. There are plenty of advantages and disadvantages to small and big tits, and I would assume most of those advantages and disadvantages would be better, parsed through from a woman. Someone who had tits and understood what life was like with tits. But I don't have big or small tits, so I can't say. But as long as I'm grabbing them, they're good. 40 Tayfun 40. Football versus football. Basically soccer versus American football. I don't really watch either of them. I mean, not because I don't like them, just I don't really care. The thing about soccer is it's just low scoring, takes forever to get the ball from one side to the other, low shots. It's just not that much fun to watch. I don't really care for it. American football, really fun to watch, but it takes so long and there's such a big break between action that's aggravating. Additionally, and I have to say this, is one thing I've noticed, is every time I talk about soccer versus football, there's always a bunch of Americans who really don't give a shit in the comments, and they're like, yeah, I like soccer too, American football's good also, and then there's a bunch of Europeans like, oh, American football sucks, European football's the way to go, and it's just funny, I've noticed that. It seems like Europeans are so much more adamant about defending football, because that's really the only sport they have. And I think that might be because on a subconscious level, they realize that our sports are a little bit more badass. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so Logan Evans, 2011. Do you think that the movie Napoleon Dynamite is good? And did you like it? I thought it was good when I saw it in middle school when it came out. But it's one of those movies that I can't really answer that. If I said my opinion of it right now, I guarantee I'd go back and watch it and I'd be like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Can't believe I thought this movie was good. But I can't judge it by that. At the time I was watching it, I enjoyed it thoroughly because all my friends were watching it with me. We were all cracking up. Good times. So there we go. Beckeleu, U.S. education system. Right now, it is suffering. We have a lot of problems with people trying to get pseudoscience taught in the classroom. You have problems with class sizes. You have problems with teachers being paid insultingly low wages, and then people getting mad when the kids can't read, and they blame it on the teachers, and they say, these teachers don't deserve any more money, our kids can't even read at the high enough grade level. And then the teachers say, no, you goddamn idiots, they can't read at the right level because I can't teach your kid because there are 40 of them in here, and they're all rambunctious little idiots because you don't know how to train them and, raise a kid because you're so goddamn lazy as a parent that you would rather have a psychiatrist prescribe some Adderall as opposed to taking up a little bit of, work ethic and working with your kids and teaching them how to not be an annoying little asshole. So, yeah, that's the problem with the U.S. education system, is parents are getting lazy, class sizes are huge, teachers are underpaid and frankly under-incentivized, and nobody really gives a shit. And it's just one of these problems that's going to continue to perpetuate itself until it becomes either so non-workable that we have to completely redo the system, or until the system itself just, gets so bad we're just like, fuck it, let everybody, just be an idiot. So, there we go. Damn it, spent too long on that one. You ruined me, Arian. Zombie Cthulhu. Hey man, can you do a commentary on how life as a student and YouTuber is? How do you balance the two? Is it enough to live on? I guess I could do that. I've done videos about that before. I balance the two pretty much on a daily basis. I don't have like a list of things I do every day, like gotta do this homework and gotta get this video done. I gotta work on this commentary and then get this gameplay. I just kind of do it when I feel like it. Like I'm doing this video right now because I was sitting around and I was like, I don't have anything going on until I leave later tonight, and so then so I suppose I may as well make a video. I don't really try and regiment it out too harshly because then it just becomes a burden and it's not fun. Bradley Hildewin, Subway or McDonald's? As far as taste goes, McDonald's for sure. If you say McDonald's tastes bad, then you have never had it just inordinately drunk. I'll say that. And Subway, I guess if I'm feeling kind of shitty and I had, most things at Subway aren't as good as things at McDonald's as far as taste, but if you get the sweet chicken onion teriyaki, is that what it is? Sweet onion chicken teriyaki, yeah, that sandwich at Subway, that's going to bring you home the gold. That's a delicious sandwich. So if you have that option, take that. COD, RSMC, I was wondering if you've ever felt idolized before. No, I have not. Oh, wait, you sent 2, that's why. I've watched many of your videos, and I think of you as my idol. Oh, well, that's very nice of you, sir. But no, I don't think I've been idolized before, unless it's other people on the internet, in which case I appreciate you saying that. It's a very big compliment, but at the same time, I would say there are a lot of people out there way more worthy of idolization than me. I'm just some fuck on the internet. You know, you can do a lot better. Guaranteed that. Obese Ninja, if you were a squirrel, would you suck my nuts? No, I would not, sir. Kiersey Tyler, topic, tonight's presidential debate. And that's just because this is a few days ago, these questions, I'm just doing it now. I'm not going to watch the entire thing. Pretty much with every debate so far, I've just gone on the internet and watched clips afterward because, frankly, the entire charade is just a ridiculous, just cool contest. It's just a waste of time, you know? I don't really care about it too much. At this point, I'm pretty much consigned to not voting, you know? I don't think I'm going to do it. The real M20 200 duck. Bandwagons, Coney, Amanda Todd, maybe third-party candidates having no chance, the change in technology since you were young. Very good topics there. As far as the bandwagon things, like Amanda Todd, if you want to jump on those bandwagons, that's fine, but don't labor under the delusion that you're doing anything even remotely effective. You're just making yourself feel better and helping other people who are also wanting to feel better about themselves by giving them a nice, people have been liking that I'm giving them a nice, nice little hand job on the internet, like, oh, you're doing so good, look at you, let me just give you a little jack-off present on Twitter, oh, you're so great, with the hashtag, and it's like, oh, screw you, do something for real, why don't you go talk to a kid who's actually being bullied, not a dead girl who can't be helped at this point, take the initiative, stop living in the past, not to say it's not a tragedy, but why don't you do something to actually help someone who, I don't know, is getting bullied right now, because they're out there. So, yeah, and as far as third-party candidates, it's hopeless in this election, but hopefully eventually we'll get to the point where they're prevalent enough, or at least enough people are willing to throw their vote and risk the third-party candidate, that it'll be shown that the third party is a viable option. And then once it's shown that the third party is a viable option, I think just hordes of people will rush to the third party as just, an exodus from the dichotomy system we have right now. All right. Auto McKirby, what would your plan if the zombie apocalypse took place? I would go to my grandparents' house because they live on a farm. They have a shit ton of guns. They have ATVs. I would bring some friends. We would have lots of food because she's a great cook. They have dogs to play with, plenty of dogs. They have satellite TV. I would definitely bring my DVR, or my PVR rather, and I would get there, and then immediately, before all the Netflix and channels and everything went out, I would just start recording everything. Everything, okay? And so I would be good for ages. Really the rest of my life. I could watch everything. Maybe the third or fourth time through the Big Bang Theory series, that would get a little bit frustrating, but I'll make do, so that's where I'm headed. Flocka, religion and your thoughts and beliefs. I'm not religious. If someone wants to be religious, I'm fine with it. I don't really care. What I do care about is when people try and say that their religious beliefs give them some insight into facts that I don't have. I think that's really insulting when people say things like, oh, you're not a Christian, are you? Yeah, well, you'll know before the end. And it's like, well, that's really insulting to my intelligence. I would try not to do something like that to you. So really it depends on the individual. It's not so much the religion as it is the person. There are plenty of great people from every religion. There are plenty of shitheads from every religion. And the same can be said about non-religious people. So it's really more of an individual issue. Avalox 2, ridiculously high car taxes in Denmark. I have no idea, man. Never been to Denmark, never even been to Europe. So I would not know about your car taxes in Denmark. Sorry about that, son. Dylan Zipf, favorite type of cheese. That is going to be cheddar, and if I'm going to have to pick between sharp and mild, it's going to be a mild. But if we're going for a more, not such a, straight cheddar, American, Swiss kind of cheese, then I'm going to say Colby Jack, because everybody likes Colby Jack. That's the best sandwich cheese, I think, Colby Jack. And it's fun to say, sounds like some sort of Western outlaw. Shit, Colby Jack, don't escape, God, that was a bad voice. Okay, Marcy Official, tell me, Mirko, why people are lazy. Where does that come from? Well, people are intrinsically lazy. If we are assigned something to do and it doesn't directly benefit us in some way and it doesn't sound like fun, we don't want to do it. Seems pretty understandable to me. J. Dre, help on choosing a major. I recommend that you choose something that's going to really be useful for getting a job after college, something that people are going to be looking for, high demand. And so for that reason, I recommend that you forego engineering, sciences, every kind. Definitely don't look at law or medical school. Do something like gender studies, women's studies, black studies, cultural studies, that kind of thing, because that's what's going to get you the job right out of college. That, my friend, is going to bring in the big bucks. So definitely recommend maybe some women's studies from some feminist courses. That is going to rake it in. So I hope this video helped you. Not so much help you as much as answer your questions. You know, that's a bit more realistic of an expectation. So hope you enjoyed, and I guess leave a rating, or don't. Love you.